Did we just witness one of the most coordinated and deliberate attack on the crypto market we have ever seen, with over $19 billion worth of longs liquidated in little over a few hours? How does the market recover? What does the sentiment look like? And is the bull market over? In this video, I'm going to break down some of the key charts, as well as some of the announcements, some of those top cryptocurrency exchanges, and I guess, what am I doing right now with my portfolio? So go ahead, smash up the like button to a brand new all-time high. This is a video, if you are panicking about the crypto market, you need to watch. So share it with a friend, and let's get into it. So unlike other videos, I'm not going to keep you hanging around till the end to tell you that I'm not doing anything. The reality is that, well, still in the month of October, Bitcoin's sitting just down 3.11%, after the biggest liquidation in history. Now, that should give you some confidence as to where the market goes. But the question here is, why did it all unfold? And was there a lot of malpractice? Now, again, you've got to be careful in this game, but what we do know is that the CEO of Binance, Richard Teng, coming out and apologizing, saying, I am truly sorry to everyone who was impacted. Now, what does he mean by this? We saw deleveraging on platforms. We saw people not being able to trade, buy, sell. We even had some instances where people's short trades could close and their long trades were open, liquidating them for everything they had. Now, there is a disclaimer here. If you were fully 100% of your entire portfolio leveraged long, that is a risk you choose to take. It's not something we advocate here on the channel, and certainly not a good idea. And that's exactly what we've seen. You could argue that old money just got wiped out of the market and new money may be coming in. I'm going to show you an interesting chart in just a minute that kind of tells us that's exactly what's happening. But there is some further things going on that could impact the market in the short term. We may see a little bit more volatility. Why? Well, there's a shocking claim right now that a $1.1 billion cryptocurrency short position was opened minutes before Donald Trump's tariff message. And we can actually see this. This was a whopping $100 million position shorting the market when they already had the best part of about $800 million in Bitcoin. This is a pretty big portfolio, and they went short. They leveraged and hedged against their own spot positions right before the Trump announcement. And guess what? They closed that position minutes after the Trump had finished and the market had dumped all the way down to the bottom. Now, obviously, we can only speculate to this, but when you get things that happen like this ultimately does not build confidence in the market. This is going to take some time for people to really come back and see what's going on. When you kind of look at exactly how it all breaks down, and I guess more specifically the timeline of events, you can see there that 9:40, crypto begins mystery selling off. There was no reason for us to start dumping other than the fact that, well, something was coming. 10:57, Trump posts massive China tariff. The market had already starting to see a little bit of sell-off. We saw worldly financial movements in capital, as well as big OG whales starting to build on short positions and dump their spot bags. 4:30, we did obviously get the large whale opens, multi-million-dollar short. 4:50, Trump announces 100% tariffs on China. 5:20, the crypto liquidations hit a record $19.5 billion. So that brings us back to, is the market over? Was that the event that everyone kind of was hoping for, or I guess not in some cases? The reality is that bull markets don't end on events like this. Yes, they get stalled and they get kind of, stopped in their tracks, it were. But many people are still pretty optimistic about the market. We actually had a pretty interesting article here coming in from Wesden. He says, recall the market deleveraging process took place in 2021. We'll take a look at that chart in a minute, but there is no general enthusiasm in the market yet. Everyone's still reeling from that opportunity. Some metrics still suggest a new all-time high is possible, and the total value of the crypto market is even lower than Nvidia's market capitalization. That gives you an idea of why we get such volatility in the market. Before we go into this chart, I do want to just reference here that, yes, we don't have a lot of sentiment coming back in the market, but we do have change. You can see here the open interest, basically people putting in futures, whether that be long or shorts at the minute. The reality is, though, these are starting to increase. People are slowly dipping their toe back. Again, with anything like an event that we've just had, it is very much wise to just see what happens. Lots of times we see further pushing down of the price, further market makers like Binance, like Wintermute, dump the market again. They want to take everything they can before then allowing that tap to move. But what I thought was interesting is the max intersect SMA model. Now, this is a model that's been developed and put together, and I guess the short term and the short answer is we didn't hit anywhere near the top. There is so much more to come, but it does give you an idea of how this kind of plays out. The fact is that deleveraging in September 2021, many altcoins reached their all-time highs, and yet BTC went on to hit a brand new all-time high in November 10th, 2021. So even after a massive deleveraging event back in that September 21, we actually then went on to print further new all-time highs. Sound familiar? Kind of sounds the same as where we are right now. worth thinking about. And again, Bitcoin analysts are very much in that world. The main support 108 to 103 is what we're looking for. I actually want to see us hold about 111. Deeper support is 98k. That would be a really tough range to get down to. But the bullish flip zone, looking for a reclaim of the 117k, confirming the uptrend and a recovery, with then 124 being the next major resistance. And if you want to understand exactly what whales are doing, then just look at this. Whales are once again buying the dip. It's as obvious as playbook as we've seen ever in this Bitcoin cryptocurrency market. And you've even got Raoul Pal himself saying, look, all of this noise if you don't use leverage. There are only two questions you need to ask as a long-term holder. Will tomorrow be more digital than today? And has the liquidity cycle and business cycle topped? And the answer is yes, tomorrow will be more digital than today, but has the liquidity and business cycle topped? No. And this is the point I think a lot of people need to understand. At the minute, max fear is in the market. People have lost a lot of money, including big corporate entities. The big question we need to see, Monday, stock market opens. What does that volatility look like? And basically, already Trump's gone back on the fact that he's going to meet with Xi Jinping. So there was a lot went on over the course of the last 24 hours. There 100% was massive manipulation in the market. And this is why you have to tread carefully right now. But the macro, zoom out, you'll see everything looks pretty bullish. And I think we're going to go on still to print new all-time highs. It probably just pushes the cycle in 2026, but that is for a totally different video. As always, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. How are you holding up in this event? And what have you decided to do? Are you out of this market or are you in? Drop it in the comments. As always, check out the links in the description as well. They massively help out the channel. If you want to become a channel member, getting access to our trade alerts, as well as our new coins that are coming out, then grab that channel membership, link in the description. You get access to our free premium Discord as well. So with that being said, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.